You know, and again, Gukesh is just kind of playing with fire. He's making some of these tempi moves, and here we go. Rook G8. The moment of truth for the world champion. Is he going to play knight D5 and allow G4, or is he going to take up? No.
Knight D5. There's
knight H2, knight D4.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh.
G4 is coming.
Oh,
There's
oh,
no
oh.
stop in G4.
This bishop on D2 once again. Why is it in the way?
But G4 is strong, but the engine says there's no particular reason to even do it. Bishop A7 is also completely fine.
Yes.
The knight on G5 is a very proud-looking piece, but it does nothing,
Right.
and we can actually preserve all of our attacking pieces and go G4 next move.
Yeah, you still
Fabulous.
can't stop G4.
This is dead lost according to my screen.
Yeah. I can see
Dead
it, yeah.
lost.
I don't see any moves for white after G4. That's it.
Yeah, we've
Wow.
sort of fuffed about for a bit too long, and now we're getting mated.
Yeah. And I mean, there was a knight on H2 that somehow went to D5, and in those 5 moves that it took.
That knight is on F3. I marked the knight.
Very nice callback. Very nice callback. Well played.
That was good.
Yeah. In the meantime, Sam is completely winning against Grigori. We're not switching, but just to update our viewers.
Right. And
And
again,
MVL is enjoying his advantage against Wesley as well.
Rook G8, Fabi chasing history, making history, pardon me. What am I saying? Making history, trying to becoming the first player to score 16 out of a possible 18 points. And he's prepping G5, G4, and just bringing the fire on the king side.
And also trying to really extend his lead before going into the blitz section, where players
Exactly.
can only pick up 1 point per win. And
Only
one.
I live for 1 point per game, and now you're saying I can only
Bishop C3 chosen by Gukesh.
Okay, so
Do we need to react to this, honestly?
Look, a moment ago you were ready to give a piece.
Yeah.
I am sure you're ready to give a pawn. G4.
Yeah.
Let's go. Take
G4 and rook takes G4 minus,
takes G4.
minus 3.5. Yeah, rook
Rook
D6, rook
takes.
G8.
Rook G8.
Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
just
too-
overwhelming.
You start giving mate, why
Yeah, I mean the
Why?
D6 pawn.
dilly-dally?
Exactly.
Dilly dally. G4 is on the board.
Fabi, a man of principle, says, look, I am threatened to play G4, gosh darn it. You better
Only thing
deal
is
with
that
this.
Fabi has spent considerable time, but 4 minutes should be enough to convert this game.
I've been watching Fabi getting down to a minute, getting underneath a minute, playing just one
Best
excellent move after another, and
I don't know if we have this as a graphic, but I know our statistician, Ben Underwood, sent us some very interesting numbers about the percentage of games the full GCC Tour participants get to what is called serious time trouble, which he counts as below 30 seconds on the clock in rapid and below 10 in the blitz. And Fabi, I think, would be sort of mid-pack. I don't think he is an outlier, but he does like to think. And why wouldn't he? Because
Right.
he seems to come to good conclusions.
But not as much as linear, for example.
Linear is a constant. I'm definitely.
Actually, I think I was slightly shocked by the fact that I think Prague is in first position, not linear. Because linear is not a four tour participant.
It's a wild card, yes.
I think Prague was number 1 there with a very high number in both rapid
In
and
my
blitz.
mind, Prague is such a fast player.
Right.
That's surprising.
You don't connect him as
Yeah.
being in time trouble a lot. And you would love to get on your sneakers and start saying, okay, I'm going to make a dash for it.
You're not dashing very far.
But the problem is, if I do something like this, I'm fearful, first of all, of looking
F3,
to
Queen H5,
F3.
all kinds of things.
But Queen H5 here, Rook takes G.
F3 is
Just
there too?
everything.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid my king
F3 not
is
F3,
never.
Queen F3 was, I think. with the
Yeah, I'm
queen is-
never getting over there.
No.
No. I am not.
And the shocking thing about it is,
sorry,
so far we haven't even sacrificed anything for it. We're doing this for free.
For free?
Yeah.
Well, now we're doing this for
One
a pawn,
point.
but I mean,
A moment ago.
might as well be for free.
Sorry, I should have pointed out what Peter had just told me, which was give a checkmate, Yasser. Give a checkmate. Checkmates are good.
Nice.
They do tend to end the game, yeah.
Checkmates work. We have seen instead of king f1, rook takes d6,
Rook
and
g8.
instantly rook g8.
Yeah,
What
you would
are
like to play
doing?
knight takes c6, but I don't think black even reacts to it. I don't think you stop for it. Knight c6, I go rook g2, queen h5.
Exactly. It's sort of like
Or
this.
maybe even queen h5 without rook g2. Because if you play king f1 there, I want to play... it doesn't work.
Can I go knight e1?
I wanted to go king f1,
Okay.
queen
sorry.
h5, king f1. I want to go queen h1 and queen takes g1. But the king goes to h1 and this is not mate.
Are you
That's
sure?
so disappointing.
Hey, did you see that? The software
Yes,
told me, idiot, your king's
checked.
in check.
Yeah,
Are you
I don't
sure
think this is
doesn't
mate.
work?
But where's the
You just need
f3 in
F3,
the end?
right,
or
at
what?
the
Yes,
moment.
and rook h1.
Yeah.
Does it still
Oh
work?
no, rook e1. Sorry.
Ah.
Knight d5 chosen by Gukesh, at least creating a threat of knight f6 check, which is understandable, at least, you know.
One
This is a-
active move, yeah.
This is a threat you need to respect. It stops queen h5 from happening as well,
That's
which is
an
very, very
important-
relevant.
Okay, but that's a pawn. Yum. Now I'm
go
attacking
queen
without a
h5.
pawn. Yeah, do not play queen
Yeah,
h5.
knight f6 needs to be defended.
Yeah, that's a good move, yeah. And Fabi just calmly goes bishop d8, stops knight f6, reestablishes the threat of...
Computer does not like that move. Now Gukesh can take on d8. And, then
and
take
bishop
on
takes
e5.
e5. So what was the
Maybe
clean...
he's somewhat back in the game.
What was the
He
cleaner
was supposed to
solution?
play
Wow.
rook g6. Rook
just
second
rook-
to
yeah.
g6.
Rook 7 to g6 or rook?
Rook second.
Yeah, rook 2nd. Rook 2.
Rook 2, thank you.
Rook 2.
5 with, again, the knight f6 threat, even knight f4 is available. All of a sudden, white has very active pieces.
Gotcha.
Remember how bad they were on the queen
He's
side?
done it. Gukesh,
He's done all the best moves. Bishop e5 on the board.
recognizing that he might
And
have
actually,
an upper
unless Fabi plays knight d7, he's worse.
knight.
He does play knight e7 though, because it's
Yeah,
a very
you have
natural
to.
thing. You have to
Yes,
stop knight f6
absolutely.
check, and the knight on c5 wasn't
And-
really doing very much.
And you desperately want to play queen h5 and queen h1 mate. So you don't want to bring the rook back.
This
to
is still
g6.
very, very difficult to play
Yeah,
for
white
white.
king is still not happy. Maybe king e1 and start running.
King A. Well, I've been actually. That makes a lot of
queen
sense
h5 is
because
very
I.
scary.
Yeah, I've been dreaming of getting. The
But it's
king
still
up.
scary even there, simply because it attacks a lot of light pieces. Like queen h5 attacks both the bishop on e5 and the knight on f3. It still looks like in practice you probably lose this with white because of just how difficult to contain all the threats is.
But look, sometimes, what do we say? Necessity is the mother of invention. Sometimes you just have to be inventive and clever because everything else is just lost.
Absolutely. And if he draws if Fabi draws, he doesn't break the record, but
He ties,
He ties Magnus.
his record with Magnus.
yeah.
Well, I mean, Fabi, has scored 15 out of 18. Magnus has done it twice, so you could say they share the record. But if he was to make a draw, they would be genuinely sharing the record. I mean,
Equally.
equally,
Yes.
truly.
By the way,
Apologies, I'm going to stay with Gukesh and Fabi. But yeah, crazy things. And do we have knight d7 on the board?
Yes, and Gukesh has been thinking he's down to his last minute and 25 seconds.
yeah, Fabi is actually in control on the clock now, which is a bit surprising. He's been behind for the vast majority of the game.
Right.
Yeah. Best
King
line
E1.
is King
King
E1, and he
E1.
did play it.
found it.
Very
how-
nicely done.
He must have used half of his remaining time to find King E1,
Yeah.
right?
An update?
Queen h5, you're absolutely correct. Queen c3. Therefore, maybe beginning with knight e6, and you can go wrong very, very easily there.
Peter, back to this position. Knight e6. Why
Yeah,
is
knight
knight
e6
e6 better than queen h5?
Well, because we might not need queen h5, I think, is the point. White plays queen c3 anyway, and if queen h5 wins no material, why are we forcing white to make a move that
And
is logical
conversely,
anyway? And
knight
yeah, the knight
e6.
on d8 isn't doing anything at all, so protecting f4, bringing it into the game, maybe creating some threats of, yeah, queen c3 anyway. No, I think this is very much a game. If I get my king over to c2,
Whoa. And there's a king on h7. Suddenly I'm interested in playing. I'm not imagining you playing h5, h4, h3.
no, not yet.
No.
Not yet. Queens need to come off for that to start happening.
Wow.
This game, he was so lost.
Right.
And then he found this beautiful rook d8, bishop e5. Now he feels
Exactly.
like he got a second chance.
Well, you know, the trend is his friend, right? When you suddenly, you're saving a bad position and you know it and your opponent knows it, you start to think, okay, let me push my luck a bit. King e1, and we're anticipating queen to c3, king to d2 to Gukesh. We know Peter saying, get the knight into play, queen to c3, and now, are we taking this down?
No, I don't think we are. I think knight on d7 is very valuable because it
then
protects
after-
f6, yeah.
Yeah, after queen e5.
But the moves that the engine suggests are very, very non-obvious. I can see rook c8 being suggested as an idea. Removing anything from the g file is going to be very hard to even consider.
Rook c8.
I think it wants b5.
He might play it though. He starts with knight e6.
It
does.
realizes that there's nobody left on the king side now. There's nobody there to attack, and there's a shift towards the queen side in the center. And rook c8 in those terms does make some sense, but I don't think it's an easy move to.
And we
in
have
this
a
game,
result.
Nordiberk has defeated Lanier.
Wow.
Nordiberk with a minor comeback towards the end of the tournament, but I think he still finished on -1 in pure terms, or maybe 50%, but I think it's actually -1, which is a bit of a disaster for him. I think he normally is a very, very strong player.
Well, we are talking about a former world champion in rapid chess, so I'm sure he was expecting
And hoping,
himself,
definitely
and
hoping for more, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, queen a4.
Queen takes a4.
What?
He's been greedy taking the pawn on a4.
Yeah, and now
Boy, give that man his membership pass. Queen a4.
well, he wants queen d7, knight f6. It's not just the pawn. He also creates a threat. But knight takes e5, knight takes e5, queen g7 appears to be very strong now.
Knight takes e5, which since you're threatening to take on d7, and as you said, fork my king and queen. Knight takes,
Wait, 20 seconds for Fabi.
queen. I thought you said Fabi was in
He
control on the
was.
clock.
He's no longer.
You know,
Wait.
Yeah.
you're
I think
my
I was
top
in-
agent in these matters.
Let's just watch. There's going to be a lot of things happening very
Man,
quickly.
we had
I
the
think-
wrong time.
I think
they
we
both
had-
have 45 seconds.
Right. I'm looking at the clock at the top right of my screen, and it says 49, and it says knight g5. What?
Which is a missed opportunity.
No knight takes e5.
No.
Knight g5.
Yeah, white has to take that knight. There's no choice. Black is probably intending to take. Which rook are you taking with?
8th, probably.
But is queen
And
takes
now-
d7?
White keeps that strong bishop on the diagonal, right?
Queen d7, we are.
What are we doing?
What's happening there?
Rook g1 and queen takes d7, and the knight is
The
pinned.
check, yeah. Oof.
Very beautiful.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Okay, let's show our. I mean, at first blush, it was like, oh dear, queen takes d7, queen takes d7, check.
But the machine says we can take on f4.
And guess what? We're two pieces for the good. But if after queen takes
Intermezzo
d7,
check.
the intermezzo, check, and then we take. Now the
Has
knight's
he-
in a pin.
Has he reached for the. It looked like he was reaching for queen takes d7, no? And then maybe
Missed
he
it.
realized what
I
happened.
missed it. I missed it.
He
No,
made,
he's
Like
gone,
bishop
no,
to
he's gone
d4.
bishop d4,
Bishop to d4.
which is a very solid move, actually. Yeah.
he made it with 3 seconds on the clock.
3 seconds. So
And that
is he
bishop,
inviting f3?
this bishop does such a great job of protecting the important bits of our position.
But is he inviting f3, Peter?
F3,
Rook e3.
Rook f2? No.
No, I
Rook
can take
f2?
that.
What?
Knight e5 was played. Queen b3 quickly responded.
Quickly responded queen
Defended
b3.
that f3 square.
Wow. Again, I'm very curious. What's going on after f3? Rook e3, rook f2, king f2, rook g2,
Wait, rook
King f1.
Yeah. Queen
Because the
h5.
moment you.
f2, f2.
Rook g3.
Rook g3, probably, yeah. Nicely spotted by Nazi, yeah.
Flag. I'm sorry, you guys lost on time.
7 seconds for Fabi.
7. Oh my goodness. Knight c6. Oh wait. Knight f6.
Not a good
check.
move.
No.
Queen d3 is quite strong now. White is just. There's now 2 pawns for the exchange. The king is going to be
And
quite safe
powerful
around the g2
knight.
square.
Powerful knight.
Yeah, bishop f6 is also quite decent.
Bishop f6.
Yeah. Oh, this is very much getting out of control for Fabi.
Yeah.
For Fabi,
game
again,
for the results. Rook
what
G6, Queen C3.
and we were
Time to play F3.
F3.
Really time to play F3. And I guess, judging by the double question mark, something was just winning instead of maybe.
H5, no F3.
Now
Fabi,
after E5 or King D2, Gukesh is much better.
the position has
E5,
completely
he's played
turned
it.
around.
He's winning.
My goodness, what a turnaround. Queen H3, by the way.
Gukesh about to deliver first loss to Fabi. 3 seconds. 2. Wow, he almost lost on time.
But knight takes F4. Rook check. No.
Yeah, there are no more
Yeah, this is
meaningful
completely winning
checks.
for Gukesh
Yeah, even the ending now of the Queen D3 is completely winning, I guess.
Just knight D5 now covering
Or
the
95,
king.
yeah.
Knight D5 covers the king. I like the Queen
Queen
D3.
Very
The
easy.
one move you don't reach for is King C2 because you don't want to overlook
know what?
Knight D4 check.
No, Queen D1 mate also.
Or Queen D1 mate.
But any of those two moves,
Knight D5, Queen D3, and Gukesh.
wow,
He's done it. Queen D3.
what a turnaround.
Crazy.
King takes, Rook G4.
Hold on. Is that a
Rook E4 the strongest.
Why
Other moves
can't
are
you remove the
available, but
knights?
Rook E4 is the cleanest.
Oh, if you move the knight D5, there's Rook D1 check.
Yeah.
King E4? By the way, I was reaching for the
You
king
need to
because-
find knight D4 now. If you don't play knight D4, you are probably completely
Lost, yeah.
lost. Yeah, you need to find knight D4 because you
Yeah,
need to,
E6 is coming.
yeah,
Yep.
you need to get rid of some
After knight
pieces.
D4 still I take, and then how do you stop my E pawn, right? It's very
Well, I have an H passer as well. He's got
He's gone H4.
F3.
allowing-
F3 is now winning. Yeah.
nicely spotted. F3.
By the way, we are getting news that Sam Shankland has won his game against Gregory. Again, we're watching this blitz.
What an exciting game this has been.
It's, a roller coaster ride for Gukesh, but it looks like he's in the winning seat. 11
He is.
seconds.
Knight D4 now, but it's one move too late for Fabi. On the
I can
previous
take the
move
rook.
would have been much better. Actually, Rook H2 has to be played.
Rook H2 has
Yes.
to be played.
If you take on G4 after knight E2 and then H3,
I was about
beautiful.
to take the rook, but H3, H2.
which I'm sure Gukesh
Oh,
has
what a
calculated.
cheapo.
17 seconds.
Rook H2.
Only
But
one
actually,
move.
it's actually a pretty clear winning move when you start to realize that.
Black has Rook E1 check and Rook takes F4, but then the king gets to D5.
4 seconds. And he found it.
Wow!
Incredible. King D4.
And look at them go.
And now we just take on H4.
That's a tempo.
Yeah.
I have so
against
many
the
pawns
bishop.
that we can.
4 extra pawns.
Yeah, we can start
That's
offering
incredible.
trades actually, very safely.
Absolutely. No, I think Gukesh is in cruise control now. And for Fabi, what a missed opportunity. Queen H5.
That was
it was
ending the game
-6.
on the spot.
Yeah,
He
and he
could have
still
made
had
the
about
record.
he still had about maybe 4 or 5 minutes at the time. Yeah, he just thought Rook G8 was winning very, very easily.
Exactly.
I think that's what happened there.
He definitely got lulled to sleep. Rook D1 check, King C5,
King E6
King
even.
E6 as well. Yeah.
King C5. I'm thinking you anchored the bishop.
Rook
back on
DD4. If
Yeah,
he
that
sees
was a
Rook
bit of a
DD4, it
blunder.
becomes a bit interesting again because we do pick up the pawn on C4 and we have some checks.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was just ready to clamp everything down, play bishop F6.
didn't play.
Oh, he didn't. He has missed his opportunity for rook on D1.
Possibly his
to
last
D4.
chance, yes.
Attacks the bishop. It was the old double attack. He's missed it, and now Gukesh is back in cruise control. B3, King B6.
This is now a technical conversion.
Yeah, just
Easily.
connect everything and start.
B3, King
start
B6, and so
connecting,
on.
Exactly.
But still, time trouble.
Wow.
Anything can happen, but
I think I just found myself holding my breath and gasping for air.
everything happened just so quickly.
Yeah, defibrillator.
I like this last move, Rook H7.
Good move as he's looking to.
Rook A1 does allow you to get something for the B7 pawn, but the resulting position is still completely lost because white just has too many
Pawns.
soldiers on the board. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm catching my breath.
Rook A1, as you said, I mean, sell yourself as dearly as you can.
And the hope is A3, Rook B3, but even that probably is completely lost.
Right, but yeah, take on B7, push B4, and got 3 passed pawns.
Yep.
This is
And by
a
the
very
way,
nice endgame.
And
White.
escorted by the king. That's also a very important point.
I mean, we gotta give props to Gukesh. He was in such lost position, and he never gave up. And
Resilience.
we couldn't imagine he'd be winning this game.
No, not at all.
Rook C2.
These are one of those where you kind of shadow. So you're going to try to attack my C pawn. I'll play Rook C7, wait for you to double, and then play King to B5, or even
5 seconds. Rook C7 played. Best move.
Nice play by Gukesh, our world champion. Rook C3, King B5.
Do you go to B5 or D4? B5.
B5, away from checks, yeah.
Although now that you mentioned King D4, it didn't even cross my mind.
It was possible, yeah.
Yeah, that it was possible. Yeah.
Do we push yet? No, because then we would lose B4, right?
I'm thinking King A4.
Bishop B7 is hard to play.
Yeah,
why
the
would
angel
you
suggests
give up
playing
E5?
Bishop A7 and letting go of the pawn on E5.
That's
but
not
I
a
think
human
it's,
move.
yeah, I don't think people do that.
King A4, C5.
Thing
I don't
is-
like King A4. Maybe he is feeling a bit shaky. It's still completely winning,
He
but
needs to
yeah.
gain
Now
some
he will be
time on
forced
the
to play
clock.
Bishop B7, which is maybe good news for him because
Yeah, he's forced to do it.
yeah,
now.
because it becomes easier for him. Put the bishop on C5 and start pushing. It's
Yeah,
just
this
impossible
helps
to
him.
touch this. Like it's a completely unbreakable box, yeah, with the bishop on C5.
So, by the way, he had set up what a cheapo artist our world champion is. He was ready for bishop to G7 and snaring the rook by a skewer. Is this
Now he wants
that
king
easy,
C6 and
though?
I think it is because there is no way to give up a rook for a bishop and a pawn without losing the resulting
endgame, yeah.
rook ending, and therefore they're just like white can take as long as they want,
Right.
but you're still going to eventually start making progress. This construction will start moving towards the back rank.
Maybe bishop G7 now, and we can finally start pushing the C pawn.
That makes life a lot easier, doesn't it?
Rook B3. I guess you can push because if you
There's rook
double,
D4 check, yeah.
the
Rook
check
D4
now.
check. I love that. Put the
Yeah.
rook behind
It's a good
the
construction.
pawn, and then C6 goes.
It was funny how he was forced to go bishop B7.
I found the winning maneuver
such
by
heartbreak for
force.
Fabi, though.
Yeah, I mean, he forced his opponent into the right.
He was playing a perfect game up until rook AG8, and that would have been the record, and also a massive lead before the blitz portion. He's still going to be in clear first.
Because Levon lost.
Levon
still playing.
will draw. Levon will draw.
Who has won? It was
Wesley
Sam-
lost.
I apologize. It was Wesley who has lost, yes.
Yeah.
Rook D4 check.
So
now.
he'll have a 1-point lead over Levon now instead of a 3-point lead. And also, when you finish a portion of it, even a portion of a tournament on a loss, it kind of slightly ruins the mood.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Especially a game like this where he's completely winning.
when you know that you were
C6. Let's go.
C6, bishop D4, bishop C5. Yeah,
Nice.
you can't even touch any of these pieces. This is such a sturdy construction.
Yeah, black king cannot come closer.
Yeah.
It's cut off so nicely.
Yeah. that
Very
is a
good
point.
technique by Gukesh in the
Yeah.
endgame.
Ooh. For Fabi just having so many regrets. He's played such a nice game through the first 30-odd moves, maybe more, that he was playing. And set up this beautiful winning attack and just misfired with...
Do we play bishop
Rook
D4?
G.
Because
Yeah, I
I don't
would,
want to
yeah.
be pinned with rook D3.
gaining a tempo doesn't hurt.
Sure. Yeah, I don't.
And now bishop D4, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after rook D3, you can even just go rook D7.
Bishop C5.
Yeah.
King b6
Well, I didn't want to
king
allow
b6
the
and
king to
b5.
go
I
close.
see. I
yeah.
know what you.
I don't want
Yeah,
to
I
give
What
guess-
was disturbing?
I
your
guess this is
harmonic,
why-
victory.
This is why the bishop isn't on d4 yet. I didn't realize rook d3 existed. Oh, he doesn't even play rook d3. Goes rook g8. Yeah, and now rook d7 to have rook b7 as a response.
Rook g8, bishop to b6. Rook
I guess
b8.
don't play c7 yet.
Don't play c7. I've got a cheapo. Rook takes c7.
We're a bit stuck, actually. Like rook d7, I'm assuming, and then maybe c7 next move. But we are king a6, rook a2 check, though. Hang on a second. Bishop a5, bishop takes. Okay, he just repeats for some additional time on the clock.
Yeah, bishop a5, rook takes b8,
Yeah,
and you get
that was-
suddenly rook and bishop versus
Yeah,
rook.
there was hope there for a second. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I think rook g7 is. But you don't want to allow king e6. I can sort of understand why he doesn't do it. King e5, king d5, maybe. I think we are interested in the idea of getting the king closer to
So funnily
where it
enough,
should be.
I'm not getting my updates.
Same. I'm not getting any updates, so we just watch the
Yeah.
live board.
rook h7 played. King d5? No, king d5, rook d7,
check.
c7, rook d8.
Or
Yeah,
I
it's-
think at some point you're going to play rook b7 too, aren't you?
King e6, yeah, stopping that construction, stopping the rook from reaching the g8 square so easily. But yeah, rook b7, you will have to play rook c8. I guess you play bishop c5.
Yeah, we can zoom in on just the live board since our board is 10 moves behind or something.
Yeah. Oh, now they're updating. Look
Okay,
at my board.
we're getting
It's
all
just-
the moves all
boy,
at once.
yeah, we got to.
Yeah, bishop c5 as expected. Continuing to keep everything nicely connected, not playing c7 too early.
Exactly.
Is it still easy to mess up this wide or not?
No,
really?
I think it's actually pretty straightforward.
No, I think this is very, very controllable.
King b6,
Well,
so we
king
have
d5.
Rook d7 check, and then king b6 probably.
Yeah.
I want the king on b7, and then it
Rook
really
b7
should become
check.
very, very easy.
King is the hero of this game.
Right. Precisely. So I'm expecting king b6 with the idea rook b8 check,
Cover.
rook b7. Never mind king
nice.
c7, but yes. And, you know,
Push everything. Everything.
brute force.
It's given another check. I think gaining time on the clock. Although he can play c7, yes.
Which he has done. So rook e7 check, king d5, c7.
Yeah, now you can't really attack anything.
more
And king
checks?
b6, king b7 is completely
Plays itself.
unstoppable. Yeah.
No more checks.
Did Gukesh just reach for the queen and pull it over?
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But he will soon if you didn't.
Like a good blitzer, you know, get the queen in your hand close to before your opponent can hide the queen.
And Levon has saved his game and drew against Liam Lee.
Wow, I
some point
thought
he was
he was
lost.
losing that rook and pawn endgame. So congratulations to Levon for saving a difficult game.
Yeah, poor Fabi, look at him. He knows this is just over and he can't
Nothing to
believe
do.
it. Like,
King
what
b6,
happened?
king b7.
If you can
Rook A8.
update.
Uh-huh.
Rook A8 was played.
Yeah, just get the king over to b7 and then figure
also
And then,
go-
but that, by the way, freezes the whole.
Yeah. I was going to say rook d7 check. And then you can give another check and maybe king c6.
Yeah, allowing the king to c4 maybe is unnecessary. But, I mean, it's all really. I'm pretty sure it's kind of impossible to
c6
spoil,
now.
but yeah.
b6, okay, yeah. It doesn't even allow rook a6 check.
Right. But once you get your king to b7, then black's rooks are basically stuck, right?
Yeah.
They have to protect one another. Fabi, recognizing that would be the case, moved his rook. So now
Yeah, we can even go b5, b6, and then look for a way
next-
to cash in. Yeah.
the next way of improving our position. I
B5.
love b5, b6. Although I must say, just the idea of playing the bishop to b6 and the rook to d8.
King c6 is also available to protect all the pieces, and that's it, b7.
Yep.
I like king c6. Because we'll see rook c8 as the last move.
Rook g8 then.
C8, rook D.
No, there's really no hope.
It's a resignation.
And
Wow.
wow.
What a win by Gukesh.